What's up, everybody? Quick recap of UFC 250. This was a corrupted podcast that's coming up next. There's the little ad for it. We got Lucha Underground star Famous B guest on the show tonight. He was with us last night on Monetize This. Now he'll be with us tonight on Corrupted. So that's going to be fun. Man, Amanda Nunes just killed Spencer. Luckily I had Spencer. Unfortunately though, in my Hail Mary on FanDuel, I actually picked Spencer for fun to see if I could win it. And what's crazy is I nailed all my other picks, and every single pick I made on FanDuel was right, except I had to go I ran out of money, so I couldn't bet on Nunes, so I went with Spencer, and unfortunately, I think I lost because of it. But in real life, I picked Amanda Nunes to win. So Amanda wins. She just convincingly dominated that fight. I mean, there was no other fight like that all night, I don't think, that I saw. That was the most sort of dominating fight, controlled fight from beginning to end. And, yeah, it was very, 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 very convincing. It was one of the more boring of the fights tonight. I mean, because it was just so, like, immediate that, you know, every single round it became more clear and more clear that this is it for, you know, Spencer. She's just not going to be able to do it. And again, there's just for Nunes, there's nowhere else to go. Like Joe Rogan kept saying it during the fight. What's going on, Johnny? How you guys doing? Amanda doesn't have a single mark on her. I mean, dude, that was practically a flawless victory. Like, Amanda, 90%, it was 90% Amanda. Every other fight tonight, you could say something for somebody else. 90% Amanda. I mean, Spencer was really tough that she hung in there, but she just couldn't do anything. She couldn't do anything offensively. She was like a tank, right? She was like a tank in like Diablo or fucking World of Warcraft or whatever video game you play. She was full on tanky. Nunes putting the belt over her shoulder. Why did she do that? That's weird. I wouldn't have wanted to take it. That was so weird. Nunes just put the belt over the shoulder of Spencer, and she's like, I don't know what she was like. I always wanted to feel what it weighed like. Well, here, you can feel it. I wouldn't have wanted her to put that belt near me. I'd be like, I don't want that belt near me. I didn't win shit, so don't put that near me. But I love Amanda, man. I think that she's a badass, man. And I did pick her, so I was good with that. A lot of people think she's a guy, but you know, I don't know. I think they test for those type of things. She's a beast. But did they say that about Ronda, you bunch of racists? Huh? I think it's the way she fights, too. She fights kind of like who was the guy earlier that fought? He kind of looks like a bulldog. He lost, actually. It was Asanso. Asanso kind of looks like a bulldog. You know what I mean? He kind of has that, to me, that sort of bulldog, powerful style. It didn't work out against Cody earlier tonight, though. Cody went off, man. Cody really centered himself and focused all his crazy rogue energy earlier tonight, man, and he won that fight, and that was really cool to see because you never know. Like I said, I said this in the predictions video that I put out on my other channel, Corrupted Nation. If you guys didn't check that out, go on Corrupted Nation. Go see how wrong I was or right I was about these fights. Let's actually take a look at that real quick. Just on the main card. I don't have the prelims up. I was kind of wishy-washy on the prelims, but this was the main card for me. And so if we take a look at it, how right was Joe. And remember that I'm pretty much a casual UFC fan. I've been a casual UFC fan since 1995. So not 100% up on everybody 100% and everything they do and everything they're good at and the matchups 100%. But I knew enough. So I had Amanda winning. She did win. I was not surprised that Cody Garbrandt won, because I said that, if he's on and channels himself in his rogue energy, he's going to be able to win that fight. He should be the better fighter, but because he's all over the place, I went with Assunção because he's like more technical and he just always goes out there pretty much knowing what he was doing. And what's weird is Cody had him off balance and had him kind of like he kept changing his style. Like he couldn't get comfortable against Cody. So it was very different than what I thought. So there we go. I was wrong there. Also wrong where I went with Corey, and it was Sterling. Aljamain Sterling, who, by the way, I loved, man. I loved his post-press conference thing. He said he was going to come on some other guy. It was very strange. Loved the Jamaican flag. And so he won. I thought that was going to be a close fight, too. I thought for some reason that Sterling was going to have a little bit of difficulty trying to grapple with Corey. I thought Corey was going to be able to dance away, had a good record. But so didn't Aljamain Sterling. So, it was really close. I was worried about that one a lot when I picked it, and I was wrong, man. And Sterling looked so good, man. He was such a cool dude. So I'll probably never pick against him ever again. And then I had Neil Magny. I picked Magny against Rocco. Rocco's Rocco, man, And I just felt like Magny, it's hard to hurt the guy, I feel like, and I feel like that's what whatever. Anyway, Neil Magny won. Sean O'Malley had to have been the biggest layup of the night. 100% Sean O'Malley. I was like 100% Sean O'Malley was going to win that fight. Amanda, I was about 90% on her, and then everything else was wishy-washy. So, not bad, I guess. Not the best. Had 5 fights. I had 3 of them picked right, but 2 of them were shoo-ins to me. So not saying much about my skills as far as that goes. But it was fun nonetheless. So how are you guys doing tonight? I do have tonight we are going to be live. Amanda's doing a press conference right now. We are going to be live tonight for Corrupted Podcast over on the Patreon. We are going to be joined tonight by Famous B. That's right, Lucha Underground's own Famous B, my friend Famous B, joining us tonight on Corrupted Podcast. Me and Drew will be there as well. So we look forward to seeing you guys there for that. I am going to open the phone lines up if you guys want to call or you guys want to talk about UFC 250. We knew that tonight's UFC event was going to be a little bit subpar compared to 249. I mean, dude, 249 was so wild. Like, that was one of my favorites, like, of the last 5 years. Like, that was like a top 10 of the last 5 years to me. UFCs from the beginning to end, if you know what I'm saying. And so I just thought it was really good. It was really exciting, all that stuff. And, with no crowd again, this one obviously didn't pay off like the last UFC event, but it was still good. And this was a good night still. It was really, it's sort of, the most hype thing was this main event, but yet, some of the better stuff was really everything else before. So this was the fight to really sell the pay-per-view, right? But honestly, it under-delivered a little bit because really just Amanda Nunes just beat the shit out of her the whole fight. It wasn't anything else to it. So it was the other fights that really stood out, man, that really was crazy. One of the craziest things was Corey's knockout. If you didn't see it, dude, Cody's knockout, not Corey. Cody Garbrandt, dude, he fucking the horn blew, right? He ducks down at the very end. He ducks down and reaches all the way behind him and then throws a George McFly Back to the Future knockout. If anybody ever watched Back to the Future, the first one, and they saw George McFly knock out Biff, and they thought, man, I don't believe you could throw a punch like that and knock a guy out like that. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the knockout that this guy threw. And as he connected and the face went back, literally the horn went beep. That was the end of the fight, and he knocked him out about 0.6 seconds before the horn blew and the end of the entire fight was over. It was a at the buzzer knockout punch. That is the best knockout of the year. We saw a great walk-away KO earlier by Sean O'Malley, which we expected that it could be Sean O'Malley knocking out Eddie Wineland, but it was very early, and it was just this walk-away TKO right off the bat. And then Cody just waffles Sanso right before the horn goes off. It was crazy. It's crazy. I'm sorry. Let me go back to the big one. What's up, Jaff94? How you doing, man? How's it going, guys? How's everybody doing? So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about UFC 250 real quick. We went over basically everything that I saw. The prelims are pretty good too, man. I was actually a little bit surprised because Chase Hooper, I didn't know much about him. I picked him to win because I saw him in one fight. I saw him in one fight ever. I didn't realize how young this guy was. I thought he was like 25. Chase Hooper, it was, dude, when he was in there with Alex, you could see, like, man, this guy is just too little right now. It's like his body isn't developed yet. When I was 20 years old, my body wasn't fully developed yet. It wasn't until I was like 22, 23 that I had that bone structure of a man. You know, even at 20, I still had those skinny bones. You know, you're just not able to sort of throw. And you could see that really when he got in there with Alex. So that one I got wrong because I made the mistake of thinking, Alex is kind of the journeyman who's just, hasn't had the greatest success. We're throwing him a stepping stone guy. And you found out where the meta is here for Chase. He needs about probably 2 more years before he can compete with a guy like that. Maybe 2 more years. He was close though. He was definitely dangerous, especially on the grapple game, but it's so telegraphed what he's doing with the submissions and the grappling that it's sort of like you know what he's going to do. So very interesting there. But as far as boxing, he wasn't going to do it. That was interesting. So I had that pick wrong as far as the prelims go. What else? I had Heinisch winning, so I had that one right. Cody Stammen, I had that right. That was decision, though. I thought maybe he would get a knockout, but... And then I had Bird wrong, so I went 50-50 here on the prelims, 2-2. I thought Bird could still get it done. I know he's 36. He's older. He's kind of being used as a guy, like, see what Maggie's going to do. But, yeah, so it was wrong on that one. Probably shouldn't have picked that way. But, yeah, so it wasn't the most successful thing. I think I was, 60% or something? It's not good because there was a couple of layups, like home runs, and I didn't hit on those home runs. So, what's up, Chad? How you guys doing? Her English is okay. Could work on it a bit more. I think she's pretty good, man. Pretty good English on some of these fighters, from other countries and people like that. Not bad, man. So, yeah, pretty quiet night, though, it sounds like. I'm probably being shadow banned right now. But you know how it is. But yeah, we're going to be going over to the Corrupted podcast in just a few minutes.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Did you Spencer had the huge bump? She took 76 headshots. Damn. Looking forward to in your house tomorrow.
Yeah,
Did you
dude.
see Scarlet picture on Twitter today?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hot. Alexa's sweet ass. What up, Alexa's sweet ass? How you been? Yeah, that was some hot stuff, man. I'm surprised they didn't stop the fight. I mean, I would have stopped the fight, to be honest. I wouldn't have made her happy because that just looked like her head was bulging out. Like, it was nasty, dude. I would have stopped. I would have stopped it. This was the fight of the world, man. I won $40 on DraftKings. I think I lost, yeah. Because the only one that I picked on was the one that I couldn't pick Nunes on, and I had to pick Spencer, and I just had to. And it ended up costing me the money. So, well, I had $20 on FanDuel from last year's hockey season, so I dropped it on this fight, and whatever, I lost it. It was $20 that I had from a year ago, so it was kind of like whatever, I almost won. It was close. Too bad though. 734. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Joe?
What's up, man?
Hey, I know you said you were wondering how the belt got thrown over his shoulder.
Yeah.
The reason Amanda did that was because nobody wanted to take the fight. They literally offered it to everybody. Felicia was the only one that stepped up and took this fight.
Yeah, man, I get that. Then I look like a respectful thing. It's just if I was her, I'd be like, oh, don't put the belt near me. Like I didn't win it. Don't keep that thing away from me. But yeah, it's too bad, man, that nobody will. That's a real problem right now for the women's division in this weight class, because the only thing Amanda can do is drop weight.
Yeah, well, she has the 2 belts already, and there's no way she can make 115. She's too big for that. So there's only 3 women's divisions in the UFC. But for her to have 2 divisions, yeah, I just don't see what's next for her, you know?
Who is this?
Oh, this is Bob.
Bob?
Yeah.
What's up, dude? I know it's you.
How you doing, man? Everything else went about the way it went. I mean, Cody, that dude, man, he had the losing skid.
SC, why are you calling yourself Bob, bro?
And then, what's that?
SC Steve, why are you calling yourself Bob?
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted me on the show or not. That's what I was just wondering.
No, it's okay, bro. It's okay. You can be you.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
But hit me up with some more knowledge. What else?
Oh, no, Cody was on the losing skid, but he did the same thing that Gaethje did. He's like controlling his emotions now, so he might go on a run again. Yeah,
because in my predictions thing, I was stressing that, like, you never know what this guy's gonna do, and if he gets all off his game. And I think he fought the perfect guy, because that other dude, I don't know much about him, but what I could tell is I know that guy's a very technical fighter and a calm guy. He had zero beef with this guy, so he was like full clarity going into this thing. So if you ever fight him, I guess attack him personally before the fight, and maybe you'll win.
Yep. Try to do to him what you do to Gaethje or even Conor. Try to talk shit, get him emotional, and maybe you can take him out.
Right.
That's what Conor did to Jose Aldo. But everything else pretty much went the same way I thought it would go. And Aljamain Sterling's really impressive, man. His jiu-jitsu is off the charts.
Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy, dude. Like, I knew he was pretty good, and I was kind of like, I can't believe I'm picking against this guy. But just some other experienced people were telling me, other guys that I was listening to were telling me, like, here's why I think the other guy's going to win. And I'm like, all right, I think you got a point, man. I think maybe he's going to have trouble on the mat catching him, and he caught him. So it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So I was wrong, but yeah, that was cool. I want to see that guy fight again, because now that I know what to look for with him, it's more exciting to watch his next fight. Watching this, I wasn't really 100% sure what was going to go down. Maybe he'll end up looking for Habib.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Like
That's it. Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
McGregor just retired on Twitter again.
Oh, no, again. Alexis Sweetass, thanks for the $3. Anyway, I don't know who that was. Simo, SC Steve, either way, they both sound similar. I don't know, whatever. Either way, whatever. Thanks for the call, man. Might have been Simo. I don't know. I can't tell who was who anymore. Alexis Sweetass, thank you. McGregor just retired, man. He loves doing that, man. He loves retiring. Loves just leaving. MM, hey, what's up? MM disconnecting. MM, you disconnecting. Don't know what happened to you, Eminem. Sorry, bro. I got your call, but then you faded away and classified yourself as obsolete. Yo, Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
We got Corrupted Podcast coming up in about 10 minutes, and we're going to take Famous B's clothes off his body.
Oh, my God.
On patreon.com/ patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Download the Patreon app right now. Everybody, we're going to be live in a few minutes with Lucha Underground's Famous B, Drew, and me, and we're going to torch somebody live on Patreon. So, Chris, what did you think, man?
Well, I don't really watch UFC, but I just have this interesting idea. Like, what if somehow they managed to have, like, shoot tag team matches?
Shoot tag team match. I mean, that's almost they almost do it now. They almost kind of. I don't know, man. I'm not into the shoot stuff really because they can't even get the wrestling stuff done to me. So I'm not. I don't know. I don't like shoot wrestling matches. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm not into that. I'm just not into it, dude. I don't know. I'm not into the shoot wrestling match. And the shoot tag team especially, like, no. You know? Like, I don't want to see that. Who wants to see that? I got some people I got to shout out in a minute because they became patrons. Do. What's up, everybody? Buenos noches. Que palea. Buenos noches. Que palea. What's going on, man? Yeah, baby. Buenos noches. I'm having some black coffee, straight black coffee in my Star Trek mug. What did you guys think about tonight? So I basically went over all the fights pretty briefly. We talked about it. And fuck, man, I that knockout was nuts, dude. That is the knockout of the year, dude. Knockout of the year. Que golpe de gracia. What's up, John? What's up, Bam? What's up, Spirit Infinity Roy? No mas pantalones. All right, we'll take them all. Just take them all off, man. Pardoname. The main event was not. I mean, let's just be honest tonight. Everything in the undercard was pretty good. Some of it was better than expected to me, but the main event definitely did not live up to anything. The minute the first round ended, you were like, man, this is not looking good. The second round, you were like, wow, she's got nothing that she's going to be able to do because you thought the first 2 or 3 rounds were going to be Spencer's, and she never really could do anything but be a tank. She was like a tank in a video game who wasn't able to do enough damage. She was able to hang 5 rounds and not lose and be knocked out and whatever the case is. But it was like she was just tanking around, like kiting. She was kiting, like, and there was nothing she was ever going to be able to do. Because we've seen, I mean, dude, we've seen Amanda Nunes just fucking blasted before. And this was nothing even like that. She took no damage even close to what she could absorb. So it was never, ever in doubt. The only thing I came out of thinking about was how Spencer can actually take some shots. That's about it. She can take a beating, and she was a tank, and that's about it. There was nothing else to. She's never going to be able to beat her with what we saw tonight. She's never going to be able to choke her out. She's never going to be able to take her down. She's never going to be able to strike her with the type of striking you would need to strike her with to take her down, because even people who can actually strike her aren't able to beat her. So it was just, unfortunately, there was nothing to do with it, you know? You know, I don't know what they're going to do next, like you said, with as far as the women's and who they're going to get for Amanda. But there's got to be somebody out there, man. They got to just, I mean, line some people up. I mean, she's fresh, man. She could fight again pretty soon. I mean, to me, I know that she doesn't have to fight, and she could even retire, but I know that she doesn't have to fight like again for, I don't know, 6 months, whatever the hell it is, 4 months, a year, whatever happens. That's bullshit, though. To me, it's like, dude, you should be fighting every 3 months. I'd fight the next UFC. I'd fight at UFC 252 or 250, yeah, 251 or 252. Yeah, but no one's going to beat her. I mean, I don't think so either right now. There's no way. And what I just saw there, I mean, just no. Bring Ronda back. I mean, dude, there would be more. I would feel more confident about that than anything else because there's nothing else. What the hell else is there? What is that? What else is there to be seen? You know, at this point, I don't know. All right, let's see here. But anyway, I'm up against the time, man, so I'm sorry for hanging up on you quickly, Chris, and everybody else who I didn't take a call, because I've got to go over and do Corrupted Podcast in just a second. So come on over to Patreon, guys. The questions are up, by the way. The questions are up. Ask us anything. Ask Famous B. Ask me, Drew. Throw topics at us. Whatever you want. We will talk about it tonight on the Corrupted Podcast live on Patreon in just about 5 minutes. We are 5 minutes away. I'm going to go pee myself, and then we're going to be live on Patreon. So I hope you guys come over to Patreon, sign up. It supports the show, but you also get 30 hours of bonus content a month that you don't get anywhere else on any of my channels on behind the paywall on Patreon. Okay? And not just that, when you sign up, you get access to everything we've ever done on Patreon, depending on what tier you pick. If you're in the $5 or $10 tier a month, you get like thousands of podcasts from the past 4 years. It's crazy. You get every Corrupted. You get every podcast with me and my wife. You get every Morning Madness, over 200 of those. Note to self. Podcasts with wrestlers and other people that we didn't put up in full on YouTube. Jokes, music, comedy stuff. So much stuff. And it's all on Patreon. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Corrupted Podcast coming up in about 5 minutes. That's what I thought about UFC 250. Like I said, it looked like it was going to be a garbage show, a garbage card. Didn't look very good to me. They made it a little bit better. And then the fights tonight actually were pretty good. It was actually a pretty good show tonight. The main event was one of the least eventful things that happened in the entire night. And we saw one of literally the best knockout of 2020. We thought the best knockout was going to be Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley's walk-away TKO on Eddie. He just waffled him. 12-0. Sean O'Malley. Nasty stuff. Just devastating. It was great, but then later on would come Cody Garbrandt at the buzzer. Literally, the buzzer went off, and he had just slugged him in the face. He knocked him out, and the buzzer went off. It was sick.
Cejudo once challenged women. Come back for Nunes.
Here it comes, man. Cejudo's coming for you. The Goon. What's up, Goon? Thank you, Goon. Wouldn't that be funny? Here comes Cejudo. Neil Magny, man. Neil Magny was strong tonight as well. Sterling also. He was able to get a hold of Corey. Corey was not able to dance his way around Sterling. Sterling caught him, and he caught him early. It went a whole different way than I thought it would. Cody was able to harness the energy and really just waffle Asanso, or however you say his name. I always mess it up. Amanda with the victory. Great night. I had a pretty good time. I don't think it's worth $68 or $99 or whatever it was. For me, this is the type of night where I would say this is worth more. $29.99 would have been nice. $30, $19.99, something like that. It would have been nice. I think it would be cool if the UFC, depending on the hype of the card, would change the prices, actually. Like, if it was super hyped and super epic, it's $99. If it's just whatever. But then you're admitting that the card isn't that good, so I don't know. But I just wish there was other options for people. I think it's too much money. So that's my only thing is I think it was a good card. It was actually a really exciting night. It was really good, man, and I think it was better than I thought it was going to be. So that makes me happy. Not nowhere, like, obviously, like I said, it wasn't going to be as good as 249. 249 was so good. Okay, I'm heading over to Patreon, guys. I'll see you later. Catch you later. Where's the clip of the guy saying he was going to come on him? That was weird. Here it is.
I'm coming on your ass, Ray. I'm coming for that ass.
What the fuck? I don't want to fight you.
I'm coming on your ass, Ray. I'm coming for that ass. I'm coming on your ass, Ray.
I think he meant to say I'm coming for your ass, but then he said I'm coming on your ass. Then he said I'm coming for your ass. So he's coming on his ass, and then he's coming for his ass. Very strange stuff there from Sterling. I believe that was Sterling.
I'm coming on your ass, Ray. I'm coming for that ass.
What?
I'm coming on your ass, boy. I'm coming for that ass.
Good God almighty. What the hell kind of sport is this?
I'm coming on your ass, boy. I'm coming for that ass.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'll see you on Patreon. Head over to Patreon now. We're going live.
This is the most mature audiences only shit you've ever heard. Period. From Boston.
Yeah, some guy bet $1 million, dude.
Broadcasting all over
That was
the
wild.
world. The world. Send the soy boys home. Cause we ain't gonna sugarcoat shit.
Come on over to Patreon, guys. 330
this
patrons.
is the Joe Cronin Show.
Can we get back to 350 patrons tonight?
Joe Cronin.
For $1, you guys can hear it tonight. Shout out to Ray Rods. Ray Rods going to the $10 VIP. Kyle Smith, thank you. What's up? Welcome to the JCS Army and the Cronin Club. You naughty little nasty boy. And shout out to my son Champion in the VIP $10. Jaff94 is back. Ryan Romano, Trevor, Corey Stemets. We could use some more of the $25 VIP producers. $25 producer tier is open. Famous B will give you an orgasm sound when you become one tonight. And thank you guys. Hopefully we can keep the shows rolling. Become a patron, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Good night. See you over there.
I'm coming on your ass, boy. I'm coming for that ass. I'm coming on your ass, boy. I'm coming for that ass. I'm coming on your ass, boy. I'm coming for that ass.